Just ordinary guys. This is a hard CWL. This is wild. We have some very, very, very hard clans in this CWL. This Armia Christusa clan, I've never heard of them before, but holy smokes, putting up 44 consecutively, right? That means one fail, and that one fail's probably like a 2% fail, right? I mean, these guys are OP. We actually play them and the last day, so hopefully all things go, according to plan, and but they're not even like, the number one threat here. We also have Clutch This, who are putting up 42 to 45. Then you have us that have done 43, 45. This one will be a 45. This is that trash war that we're playing against, like these guys, all lower level town halls except for like the top 3, 4. So really just trash, to be honest. So. Then we have Bad to the Bone, who unfortunately they lost against that Armia clan. But they're putting up good numbers, 42. I mean, this is a league where, if you're looking at these numbers, if you're not getting 42, look at this, 42, you have to get at least 43 stars in order to win these wars. This is wild. Such a competitive CWL. This is great. So we're going to go into some of these replays. We played Fatal Assassins here, and they did a really good job. They put up 43 stars against us. And I will say this, every CWL, we're the team to beat. I mean, we've had players on opposite teams confirm that they buy base packs against us. Like, it's crazy the amount of competition we get put against us in CWL. I mean, it is truly, everyone shows up to play against us, so case in point, 43 stars against us, 43 stars against us, and then, this clan's a wash. But I guarantee you, Clutch This is going to get, 43 to 45 stars against us. And then this 40T at whatever that clan is, that's the secondary clan of the first clan that we played, which is the Lim Simi. And, they're going to put up great numbers against us because they want revenge that we beat them off of one building on the first day. And then we are finishing with Bad to the Bone and Armia. I mean, this CWL could go any way. I mean, truthfully, like, even the people that are putting up 42 to 43 stars are going to get demoted. Like, 2 of these clans are going to get demoted, and they're putting up, like, incredible stars. I mean, it sucks. Like, their matchmaking came into this, and that's what it is. But, whew, I'm a little stressed for them. So, anyway, we're going to go into some of these replays here just to show off some of these incredible attacks from these Just Ordinary members. There's a lot of like anti 2-star bases, anti 3-star bases. They are all very good, and I'm sure that they're very common. So if you guys need bases or need like safe cracks to see how you could attack these bases, check it out. I'm hoping this could be a good resource for you, and you can check it out, and hopefully it helps you out. So Izanagi, like I said on the last video, is just super OP. He's been doing some great attacks in Warlock and Just Ordinary. Speaking of Warlock, we just started the next day. I think we've won 2 days, lost 1 day in Warlock. I need to verify that info. I'm pretty sure it's right. So we've had a lot of tryhard clans in Warlock as well. I mean, there's the same, if they're not putting up, 42 to 45 stars of war, you're going to lose. Today, we started war against 1923 Turk, who has put up for 3 consecutive days 44 stars. So unless we perfect war, like, this is going to just be nuts, right? I mean, these guys... This Champs League right now is so competitive. I know a lot of information is being pushed out right now about, like, some of the changes with equipment, some of the changes with troops, buffs, nerfs, and all this stuff that's going to be coming out here in the near future. But, as of right now, this is what we have to deal with. And I also heard, like, event troops might be planned during CWL. I'm not a fan of that. I despise the event troops just personally. I hate how OP they are, especially when they take over Legend League. It's just like, everyone's running these event troops with like this new equipment that's just so overpowered and it hasn't been nerfed yet, and it's just like, oh my goodness. And then I try not to feed into it and use those armies or the equipment just because I know how soon it gets nerfed, and then you're just kind of like, what do I do now? I'm not used to playing with any other army. So anyway, I like to stay and play with like what I project the meta to be, not what the meta is currently, because a lot can change, to be honest, and especially with like the changes that are coming soon. I think Root Riders might be my army again. Like the Grand Champ Charge Root Riders, or even maybe not even the Grand Champ Charge Root Riders, but the other one that I did prior to this, like all last year. So there's a lot of different options. We were kind of talking with Ghost and Just Ordinary a little bit, and he's projecting a few things coming down the pipe, and so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I hope that so like I said, I have mixed opinions about like how OP the meta is right now and how easy it is to triple, right? I love the fact that we can triple easier within reason, right? Because I like that in the competitive scene, it's not only just about tripling, it's about time, right? You have to it's a whole nother dimension to an attack, if you will. Like you have to be cognizant of how much time you have in like trying to beat the other team with time. So I like that dynamic. What I don't like is obviously the wars, right? Like regular wars right now are just like, any elite clan that's 40v, 45v, 50v is just going to be tied, and speaking of, look at that fireball. Holy smokes, what a great fireball. Takes out all that core there except for the town hall. That's just crazy. Good job. And that's GD for you. Also, GD, side note, GD is running he's the captain for the CWL in Psycho Warriors. So, sending some good luck to him, because I know he's, it's his name on the line. He's the team captain. He's the leader of this CWL, and we obviously want to wish him good luck. So, good luck. I heard they're having some bad luck, and it's a very hard competition in that league as well. I think everything right now, just the meta is just so insane that it's just tough. Right now, it's a very hard state in Clash of Clans to get wins, just because of the fact that this RC charge. Every attack that I post is RC charge for the most part. The last one was the fireball, but that's why it's fun seeing those fireball attacks again, because it's just like you don't see that as frequent as what you did earlier. But when the fireball was the meta, that's all that it was, right? So I don't know. Excited to see what the future holds for Clash of Clans, but I also am excited for what's current right now. I really like the current state of the game. I like the fact that I'm ranked high in Legend League. I don't know if it's coming down to luck for that, or what the case is, but it's fun, right? When you're attacking and getting plus 320 against some of these top players that you've known, and it's like, hey, cool, I can actually attack their bases, right? Like I've said, I've never been claimed to be a pro, never claimed to be the best at this game, but hey, I'm a pretty good manager of Just Ordinary, and I think that I do a good job at leading this clan. But it's also fun to have another aspect of the game of repping high Legend League, because I really enjoy attacking these people. So these guys, I'm just so lucky to have these guys in Just Ordinary. Davila, the Greeks that are in our clan. There's so much talent in Just Ordinary, and I'm very thankful for that. So if you guys are listening, I'm thankful for you guys. And I don't know if I say that enough, because we do talk a lot of business and we do a lot of accountability, kind of like that meme video that we posted a few videos ago about when you're leaders in the military in Clash of Clans, then blah blah blah. That's real. Truthfully, some of it is. So I always want to make sure that I take some time and thank Just Ordinary for all that they do, because it's a lot. We do ask a lot. We ask a lot, and they provide a lot, and it's a lot of stress going into CWL, especially because we have high expectations. You don't want to. Like I said, unless you're getting 43 to 45 stars, you're gonna lose the war, and that's a lot of pressure on everyone, right? So the people that have multiple hits, like Jasper or Kartik, they have to go, Kartik, for an example, right? If all of his accounts are in, he has to go 5 for 5. that's a ton of pressure. And not only that, but like bases are limited, right? So like he has to go 5 for 5 with just random bases out of 15. You know, they might not be exactly what he uses or likes to attack, but I mean that's why he's such a great pusher. You know, same with like Jasper, right? He has 3 accounts, and like he's just gotta be so versatile in his attacking that it's just, you know, a lot of respect to them, because that just goes to show you like how good of a player they actually are. So yeah, I'm excited. I will say, our Champs 2 clans are not doing good. They're not doing good at all. They're not doing bad to the point where we need to, that we're going to demote, but we're definitely like number 5 in the league, which is very disheartening, especially after all the work that we did going into it and like thinking that we had stacked rosters. So, you know, some people are just, I don't know, rushing attacks, and I'm guilty of it too, right? Like when Just Ordinary like does CWL, hey, my focus is on Champs 1 CWL, right? Like my role, in my opinion, and what I've gotten feedback from my members is like I'm responsible for, you know, creating the rosters and managing all 75 accounts that we use for CWL. I create like the custom rosters. I figure out, you know, who pairs with who best. I do basically like a SWOT analysis and put members, you know, who they're going to be with. If you guys don't know SWOT analysis, you'll learn about that later, but look it up. You know, so I want to make sure that these guys are, you know, paired well together, and I know that they're like a good team, a cohesive unit. And so I sometimes am a little task saturated, and when it comes to like some of these CWL hits, I log in and I'm like, okay, like I'm using my, you know, old reliable Root Rider army, so I'm just gonna stick with it. And you know, typically I triple with that consistently, but you know, so like today, for an example, in the clan that I was in, Warworthy, you know, I logged in and I was like, all right, I looked at some attack or some bases, claimed my bases, did a little, you know, 5-10 minute plan, and I executed, and unfortunately I didn't triple. And a couple of the members got irritated with me, and I was like, hey guys, like, look, I'm sorry, I'm trying to manage all 75 accounts, have a little bit of empathy, and you know, roll with me, give me a little, you know, a little bit of leniency, because I'm managing all this stuff, and my priority is in, you know, Just Ordinary. I want to make sure that JO is going to hit top leaderboards, especially with how, you know, hard our leagues are right now. It's just like, yeah, kind of rough. So that's where my priority is, and it always will be. Just Ordinary CWL, that's, like I said in my last video, that's where my priority lies. I'm a huge advocate for making sure that we place high on the leaderboards, because that's what Just Ordinary is really known for. You know, back when we set the record for we were when CWL was first introduced, I went on the rabbit hole on this. I did a ton of research, but here's a friendly reminder for those of you that have forgotten or don't know. Just Ordinary, when they introduced CWL, we were the first clan in the leaderboards that placed number 1. So like they implemented CWL leaderboards, and Just Ordinary was number 1. And I believe that was April of 2019. I've got screenshots of all this. And ever since then, Just Ordinary's main focus has been placement of CWL, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I've been in the leadership role. And so past that, we placed, like the first year the CWL was up there, we placed in the top 10 6 times. So, and then 2 months we didn't even do CWL in Just Ordinary. So I'm very passionate about CWL. It's always been like our best, you know, feature of Just Ordinary. Like that's why people come to us. That's why people like warring with us, is because we're known for having great CWL placings, and you know, we continue to shoot for those goals. That's our expectation, right? That's like, hey, you know, we need our best and the best in for Just Ordinary. So I hope that, you know, we can make it happen. And so that's like the backstory. We have a ton of top 10 finishes, and that's when we qualified for Poland on the $1 million tournament. And you know, back when Para, Nakata, Godblin, SG, let's see, and then we also like paired up with Troc Paris and Zach a different time. I mean, we had a lot of talent back in the days, and it was a lot of fun, and that's what, you know, we're trying to aim for again. So yeah, anyway, that's the history again of Just Ordinary, if you have not been present since that. And you know, that's where we got our why. You know, that's where we found out our why. So Just so many OP attacks. I love watching Ka attack because when he attacks, he's just so versatile. I mean, you see him do Fireball, you see him do this RC charge drag. I mean, he's just watching his attacks. You never know what you're gonna get, and he always customizes his attack to make sure he's gonna triple the base. And so far, it's working great. He's essentially undefeated in CWL in the last. I think he had one fail 2 CWLs ago, maybe last CWL. Regardless, though, I mean, swag and stuff, he's just great. He's incredible. Always has been, always will be. He was part of our super OP team back in the 2019 era. He just unfortunately never got to attend Worlds or the championship qualifiers. So, like I told him, I am patiently waiting for him to say that he wants to pursue that again because we would love to get him on the team. So, that's where we're at. We're going to finish up. This is the last replay. Like I said, I'm going to show like the top 10 bases on just how we tripled them just for y'all's visibility and hoping we can help you guys out if you encounter these wars. Go from there. But we have high expectations as long as the rest of the CWL goes according to plan. And I really think that it will be at this rate. So yeah, I'm interested to hear about how your CWLs are going. Hopefully, a lot of you are in Champs 1. I also want to hear about how good the bases are doing that I sent you. I saw one comment on the video, like one of the bases that I posted, it got tripled by a Town Hall 16. I can't speak for that. That's pretty wild. I mean, then again, these bases are designed for anti-Town Hall 17. There's a little bit of a difference with that, but yeah, that sucks. I mean, like I said, if there's a talented person and you could hit any base the right way and it's going to triple. So I'm sorry for that, whoever you were. Also, I think the time has come. Next video, I will release the base that got 12 defenses on the Istanbul War. Okay, so thanks for being patient. We did want to recycle that base a little bit because it was just super OP and we're using it. So. And again, like I said, it's nothing special. It's just an anti-2-star invisible core base. It's. I'm sure you've seen it in Legend Leagues, and we probably just got lucky with that clan. But it's definitely like a good base. I even used it against a couple friendly wars, and it held for like the 2 stars, not even the 3, but the 2. It was just. It's a good base. So next video, anyway, I'll post it. I know you guys have been patiently waiting. I just couldn't leak it because we were still using it in Champs 1, and I can't have our opponents doing their research, finding this, and then taking our base and all that. So anyway, thanks for being patient. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let me just show real quick on Legend League. So 309 yesterday, 1 fail. At a 90%, it was actually a pretty good base. I had minus 285 yesterday, but today I got tore up, minus 310, only 1 fail. So I only had 10 points, which I think still puts me in the top 750. We'll get a little bit closer. I think the Legend League day ends in 1 hour, so that should put me up to the top 750. Let's see where we're at. Top players. 1-4, so about an hour left. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out, but I still think it'll be top at least 700. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, check back in. Get ready for the base release of the Town Hall 17 that defended 12 times. Appreciate your time and subscribe.